Hello everyone, it is I, Thang, and welcome to this video. Do you guys like my garden in the back? Okay, but seriously, we are going to be talking about fungus gnats. I know you guys pronounce it fungus gnats, but I've been used to saying it fungus gnats anyways. We're going to be talking about them because they are a thorn in a lot of our sites, and people brush them off, but they are a serious issue to our plant love world. So we're going to talk about what they are and how to deal with them. So these are fungus gnats. They are the little tiny fly things that hover around your plants. So when you see them, you know you have an infestation of fungus gnats somewhere and you have to deal with them. So fungus gnats love to lay their eggs around moist, dark, damp, soil medium. So it could be soil, it could be cocoa coir, it could be moss themselves. So anything that is moist and wet, damp and dark, and also soft and, squishy. Anyways, okay, so that is where they love to procreate. Fungus gnats has a life cycle of about, I believe, 2 weeks or a little bit more. Someone can correct me on that, but they also lay up to 300 eggs per life cycle. As an adult form, it's nothing but a nuisance to us. But their larval form is where it hurts our plants the most, especially if you have an infestation of them. So the larvae form likes to eat the roots of the plant. So that can, one, halt the growth of the roots because there's no nutrients coming to the plant. And number two, if they do a lot more damage, you can have root rot, which ends up destroying your plant. And unfortunately, I had that little event happen to me last year with a lot of my echeverias. Trust me, if you have an infestation of them and if you don't know how to mitigate their damage, you will lose your plant very quick. And fungus gnats is one of those horrible pests that you should learn how to take care of versus mealybugs. Mealybugs is nothing versus fungus gnats. Okay, so how exactly do we deal with them? As I've mentioned, they love to procreate their lovely, beautiful baby eggs onto damp, moist, wet, soft soil medium tops like this, especially when you have vegetables, right? Oh, these mints sound so beautiful, especially when you have vegetables around. They will lay their eggs everywhere on there, which is something you can't actually control much, but you can try to mitigate them within your own plant collection, which I have, luckily, this year. Okay, so, Okay, so how do we do it? Number one, top dressing is extremely important because there are a few functionality to top dressing. One, it makes your plant look pretty. Would you like to look at this or this? This or this? I like to look at this, right? It makes it look pretty, and it also pulls everything together if you have the correct color of lava rocks or pebbles or whatever. It makes it look pretty. Number one, we have to use something that is coarse, porous, versus something that is smooth and smooth. So this is pumice right here. You can get pumice easily. I can get pumice easily on the Amazon or my local store, so that's why I use pumice. You can use gravel, coarse porous gravel. Do not use any polished gravel or smooth gravel. It doesn't work. The reason why we use coarse and porous lava rocks or any type of gravel is that way it actually has tiny little holes inside. Let me see that? And a tiny little hole inside to absorb the water, and also it aerates, so that means it dries much quicker, which means that the top of your plant, the top dressing of your dries a lot quicker, so that way the fungus gnats does not have time to make sexy time with their other significant other and be like, hey honey, you want to go to this club? I know it's like Club Alacosia right here. It's green and it's beautiful. I just want to shut you up and lay like 300 eggs. Right? You don't want that to happen, right? So this will dry up much quicker. Plus also they actually don't like to lay their eggs on sharp objects as well. Like I said, they like to lay the eggs onto smooth and mushy stuff. So this will help, even though it is a little bit moist. They won't be attracted to this much. Okay. Oh, and also usually I have it at about 1 centimeter layer of it. So that way when I water on top, it doesn't pull some of these up, right? If you can, that's great. But if you can't do that, you can always bottom water. So that way the water just comes up this way and then you can just stop it wherever you want. So it doesn't have to go all the way up to, you know, get the top wet. Important thing, keep the top wet. So this is, I do it for my tropical plant, right? So that way I don't have any fungus gnats. I think, I've only seen 1 or 2, but other than that, not like last year with like so many. I do it also for my succulents right here. See how there's a top layer of it? And this is my crassula right here, right? So that's that. Another best thing you can do is getting these yellow fly tape from your local store, especially if you can support your local store at the moment. If you can't, there's 50 of these on Amazon. You can get them, and usually I cut them in half and just dangle them. Fungus gnats are attracted to yellow. So this is yellow. So it is no problemo. They will come and be like, phew, oh God, I'm stuck. How do I go and mate with my lover? I can't no more. I am about to die. Oh, Romeo and Juliet style kind of thing, right? So you can do that. There's no point in using these for fungus gnats because their eggs are in the soil medium, not on the leaves. Their larvae are also in the soil medium, not on the leaves. So there's no point in using insecticide on them because they're underneath, not on top or on or around your plant. There's no point in doing that. You can definitely use a systemic. Systemic works perfectly fine because they turn the plant into poison or just stops their nervous system from functioning. So those works fine if you can get a hold of them. Unfortunately, I live in Canada and that means I can't really get them, okay? A lot of people suggest that you do 1 part peroxygen and then 5 parts water and just drown it through. I believe the peroxygen will burn the fungus gnats and also the eggs, but I'm not so sure because I've never done that before. But people have, you know, said that. That's what you should do. Lastly is do not bake your soil medium. Don't bake it. Don't irrigate, ever. There is no point in baking your soil medium to get rid of pests. You're just wasting your time, number 1. Number 2, you are just destroying all the nutrients within the soil because if you're gonna nuke it, you're just gonna kill the pests there and then. You're not actually preventing any future pests from coming in, right? So if you destroy all the eggs there and then, great. But what happens if like you walk in and you farted somewhere and all that fart like blew some like fungus gnat eggs to your plant, and then there you go. Are you gonna nuke your soil medium again? No, you're not gonna nuke it because you're gonna take it out. Who has time for all that stuff, right? Best thing to do, top dress it with coarse porous gravel, lava rock, and yellow fly tape. That's pretty much it. Anyways, I know I've been rambling on about fungus gnats and why you should take care of them, but you should 100% do it because it is a huge pest. As you can see right here, I have 2 yellow strip right here, and you can see there's some fungus gnats. See that? That is some fungus gnat right there, and a few on the other side as well. And this is okay. This is good for indoors, right? But especially when it's outdoor, if you guys remember how my summer was, it was filled with fungus gnats everywhere. And I had to deal with that every single month. But that is it. Thank you so much for you guys for watching this video. I appreciate it a lot. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and press like, and I'll see you later. Love ya, bye.